Good morning, I'm Ren Wadsworth, and this is your nonstop local news update. After multiple reports of aggressive bear activity, the Beartooth Ranger District is implementing a closure to all entry in the Greeno Lake and Parkside Trail area near Red Lodge. The Forest Service and Fish, Wildlife and Parks have apparently spotted grizzly bears and say an abundance of dead fish in the lake and other food sources nearby are keeping these bears in the area. The Forest Service says for the safety of the public, to avoid any interactions, and the closure goes into effect yesterday and will remain in place until the bear leaves the area. The Greeno campground remains seasonally closed and is scheduled to open near Memorial Day weekend. The Missoula Mavericks and the Billings Royals are rivals and have been involved in some intense and exciting games over the years. But when Maverick player Mike Prather had to leave his team due to illness, rivalries were put aside. Mike Prather was prepared to start his senior season with the Missoula Mavericks. That is, until he went to a doctor's appointment for what he thought was a virus and was instead life-flighted to Seattle and diagnosed with a blood disease called HLH. He had to stop playing baseball in order to receive treatment. That's when the Legion baseball community banded together and began to start trying to fundraise for Mike and his family. Both the Billings Royals and Billings Scarlets held a 50-50 raffle with the proceeds benefiting the family. Billings Royals parent Nicole Chaco says some things are just far bigger than baseball.
Well, a friend of mine in Missoula, who's a friend of the Prather family, was keeping me posted as this was happening because the city of Missoula was really concerned about Mike and what was going on. And we started to think about how rough that is when you're entering your senior season and you get, a health diagnosis that prevents you from playing. And in Montana, all these kids have played against each other since they were young. And it just felt like it could have been any of our kids. And so we felt like it was right for the Billings teams to get together to support the Prather family. And that includes all of the red side and all of the blue side teams. The Mavericks completely annihilated the Royals last summer up in Missoula, and it was funny. There was a lot of it was a very high energy game, and so they're two teams that really do compete against each other well. And that being said, when you finish a game in baseball, you shake hands, you take your hat off to the other team and your friends afterwards. So on the field we compete. When we're off, we're all the same family, especially in Montana baseball.
Alrighty, that's amazing to see. And finally, 38 students across the nation, including 3 from the Magic City, have been awarded scholarships by Haven Park Communities. The organization is an operator and developer for home communities in Montana, and now it's in its 3rd year of hosting their Education Success Program, which is aimed at assisting students cover their college, university, trade, and vocational school expenses up to $10,000. Haven Park has said that their investments mean more than providing a scholarship. It is an opportunity to keep communication with aspiring young minds during their educational career. Now that's all for now, but we'll have more news updates for you as the day goes on, so make sure to check back in for more. Once again, I'm Ren Wadsworth. Thanks for tuning in to your nonstop local news.